Hi everyone. I hope you are well. Um, I just wanted to come and talk a little bit about what I'm currently going through, just to kind of give you guys some insight. And I was apprehensive at first because I don't want you guys to think that just because I'm going through certain things that I'm not available to help you or whatnot. Um, so for the past 3 years, um, I was under attack and I didn't know I was being attacked. First it started with I used to be friends with this girl, and I just noticed that she was hella weird and like she would always try to do like magic on me, and she was just jealous and like petty, so I stopped being friends with her. Um, Come to find out, for the past 3 years, they were trying to use me, trying to kill me for a money ritual. I guess what happened was she told she couldn't do it herself, so she went and told different like practitioners. I don't know what lie she told, but I guess it was good enough for them to engage in the ritual. It was about 15 to 20 people at a time doing a death ritual on me. And I couldn't understand why everything was just weird. Like my health was off. I would be so tired and lethargic for no reason. And then I just started randomly falling out with all my friends and my professional contacts. They would go on my social media and they would see the people that I was friends with, and they would put conflict spells between us. I lost all of my friends. And then they would stalk my LinkedIn and everything like that. And they would see like if I was going to go speak at a conference, if I was traveling, or who I was affiliated with, and they would put conflict spells between me and them too. And like I'm an entrepreneur, so I have my business, and when you're an entrepreneur, they have these different programs like incubators and accelerator programs. She literally stalked the entire internet for any like opportunities that I could potentially like be a part of. And she put spells to block me with a group of 20, 15 to 20 people. And this is all because I told her that I just didn't want to be her friend. On top of the magic, I had a one of the spells that they put, I had a horrible car accident where I almost died. Um, I was almost gang raped. They tried to kidnap me from my apartment. They just did so many things, and I just didn't understand why all this was happening. And when I found out about the money ritual and I told them about that, I knew what they were doing. They tried to come and get me from my house so they can finish it, so they can get the money. And if you see this person and what she looks like, she's like 350 pounds. And this is my thing. I'm not fat shaming anybody. Dirty, like bad hygiene, doesn't comb her hair, like horrible. She told horrible lies about me, like acted like she was the one that built me and made just crazy, crazy, terrible lies. And then on top of like one of the spells that they did, because I was like really moving forward in my career and I had different positions, I would just like get positions easily. Like I used to be the vice president for in San Francisco for the cannabis board to make all the different laws. I'm on the public health commission. And then I was on the state board for this other organization that got women to run for office and be in politics, and a lot of our girls were really successful. And because of that, she would go and like put spells between people that she knew I would like work with. So one of the people that she put spells on me with, this man, he works in San Francisco on the board of supervisors. He's a karmic. She I was attracted him, and he did the most horrible type of things to me. Like, he would gaslight me, like he would harass me and stalk me and all these things, and then act like I was just imagining things. Do you know how horrible that is? Especially if you've already been through like hella narcissistic abuse. And then it's a white man, mind you, doing all of this. And he's like, you know how they say like people of color, like, oh, he's invited to the cookout. He's friends with all these black women. He's friends with the creators of Black Lives Matter. He's friends with like most of the women of color in the community who, I don't know why they're on a pedestal, but they're on a pedestal. So his best friend, this woman who I helped her with her campaign. She had a political campaign where she was trying to run for office, and I helped her with it, and I donated, and I spent time, and both of them together, because I guess I found out she liked him. She helped him like run my name through the dirt. They did all kinds of slander and defamation of character on me for 3 to 4 years, saying horrible things about me, lying about me. And can you imagine like having to go into these different spaces where I'm already like, they already look at me a certain way because I'm black. And then you can just look at me and tell that there's something spiritual going on with my energy. And then they're telling lies on top of that. I felt like I couldn't go anywhere. I felt like I couldn't leave the house. I couldn't go to events. I just was like a hermit, and I just isolated myself. And then for my organization, I used to run a healthcare center in Oakland, and it was just drama after drama after drama. And it was because of the magic that bitch was doing for no reason. No reason. And you try to put me in a death ritual. There was floods. We were constantly having floods in the building. People were stealing from me. It was just fucking drama on top of drama. Like, I couldn't even do the work that I wanted to do because it was so much drama and chaos. She would come and do spells on our healthcare center and cause problems just out of just jealousy and mental illness. I can't even understand it. And this is the first time I'm telling this story because I just kept it quiet because, people don't really understand magic and things like that. And they'll try to flip it on me and say that I'm crazy. So I just try to hold my head up through all of it and just, I was like, okay, if I just keep on showing that I'm a good person and that like, and that I'm authentic and that I'm honest, that maybe they won't believe the lies. They believed it. Like, there was times where, like, besides money for my rent, I didn't have anything because they were also putting spells on my money. And then she was trying to put like spells on my beauty. She put all kinds of spells on my skin. She tried to put spells on my teeth. She tried to put spells on my like to make me like to break my mind, because she was jealous of like my intellect and like I do a lot of public speaking for no reason. And like I'm just a little bit emotional because like this is the first time I'm talking about all of this. And then on top of that, like, just to find out that on top of the death ritual that they were doing, they had a whole human trafficking ring that they were also a part of. And one of the girls that they took, one of the girls that they took for the ritual, I actually knew her because she lived near me. And she had Libra tattooed across her chest. And when I first found out what they were doing with the rituals, I knew that they had took her because I saw her in a grave and I saw the Libra tattoo. Come on. And then on top of all of that chaos that was happening, then I have to deal with this Karmic. I don't even know her. She just came out of nowhere. And the worst part was that she was putting like conflict spells and magic between me and the masculine. I don't know what the fuck. And like the way that it would manifest is he would come and like be so violent towards me in the dream state, like putting his hands on me, like sexually violent towards me, rape, all of that. And I guess like she was doing these spells to keep us away from each other. But it didn't, all it did was just produce those type of images. And can you imagine like having gone through something like that? And then like you're dreaming of it in the nighttime. And then this is someone you work with professionally. And then when I told him, he flipped it on me. And for 5, 6, this has been going on since October. She's been doing magic every single day. And this masculine makes good money, and he's been, imagine, $100 to $200,000 salary powering black magic. There was times where like I couldn't even get out of bed to like eat or take a bath because I was literally dying. And he thought it was a joke. And they've just been playing with my life for the past 3 to 4 years and trying to make it seem like I'm the crazy one and they're doing all of this. And that Karmic, she even went so far as getting pregnant just to play. And that's her business. But then she tried to use magic to kill the baby because she didn't want the child anymore after you created all this havoc. For 6 months, they've been gaslighting me, trying to make it seem like I'm crazy. I don't know what I'm talking about. That masculine, he's friends with the Karmic that I mentioned earlier, the one that was in a political position. They collaborated with the DA. They collaborated with the mayor. They collaborated. Two of the ritualists that were a part of the death ritual live next door to the mayor of San Francisco. They live next door to her, and they've been using magic on me every single day. And they're all friends with the governor, Gavin Newsom, because he used to be the mayor of San Francisco. And they've been doing all of this every single day, nonstop, and trying to gaslight me and make it seem like I'm crazy and I don't know what I'm talking about. And then the Karmic, they joined forces with the ritualists that have been doing the death ritual. And they've been trying to make my life a living hell. They've been tampering and lying with evidence because all of their financial transactions expose them. The white man Karmic, he has a best friend. She started that Phenomenal Woman t-shirt campaign. This is how deep this shit goes. They're all friends with Alicia Garza, all of them from Black Lives Matter, all of them run together. She works in cybersecurity. She's been helping them tamper with evidence and get connects to these different tech companies to lie about their transactions. That's what they've been trying to do. And then they had the audacity. They had the audacity to try to flip it on me and say, oh, well, instead of putting you guys in jail for trying to kill her and having over 80 transactions and records and a documented kidnapping, because after they tried to kidnap me from my apartment, the fat ass bitch that started all this shit, she called me. She accidentally called me. You see how she exposed herself? Well, instead of us arresting them and investigating the trafficking, let's turn it on her. And then Angelic came with her magic as well and added to the fire. And then she's sitting on YouTube crying, playing crocodile tears. Can you imagine? And you want to know the craziest thing? All of these people are Sagittarians. Every single last one of them. Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising. Every single last one of them. And now I had to get the FBI involved. San Francisco's already under FBI investigation. I had to get the FBI involved. I had to go to DC and get them involved. And this is all over. This all started with that Karmic that I told her I didn't want to be friends with her. And this all started with the DMs Karmic too. They're the same exact sign. And this has been going on for the past 3 years where they've been doing the death ritual on me, trying to make me sick. It backfired and killed 2 people. They've been trying to use their different positions of power. It's not working. It's not working. It's not working. Now, the DA, he also got himself caught up. Hella people are getting caught up with emails and messages and things leaking here and there because that's how God works. They're all getting their attorney licensing revoked. All of them. The state bar is involved. They're investigating. The FBI is investigating. All of them. All of them. And this whole time that they've been doing all this craziness and this madness with this magic, you know what I've been doing? I've been helping you all on YouTube. I've been trying to fight and battle so that they can get justice for those girls and the 2 people that passed away. While they during this quarantine and they don't have anything, they're not working. They've been meeting every day to do magic on me. Can you guys imagine that? Every single day. And it's just me by myself. I'm not bringing other people into it. The lawyer that I had, they did magic on the lawyer. The Karmics, they've been doing magic on all the DA and all the lawyers involved in the situation. They're trying to get the case thrown out so they can have enough time to try to kill me with an emergency ritual. That's what they've been trying to do. And the Karmic, the DM's Karmic that started all that shit too. This is a 43-year-old woman with no job. No job, nothing to show for, but a pregnancy that she doesn't know who the father is now, and a federal case now that she's involved in. So you might have to bounce. Yeah, I am. I already got my new apartment. I'm already moving. I'm just waiting for my settlement to come through. There's 3 different settlements. That's why when Angelic did that shit, I'm like, bitch, why would you even do that? You have no idea what you created. Why would you fucking do that out of jealousy? There's 3 whole different fucking settlements. Excuse me, B, I already emailed you. And you need to just go on my calendar and rebook, okay? Out of fucking control. And the craziest thing is, it's like, if people who really know me, some of y'all know me in person, some of my subscribers, um, I'm such a homebody. I be by myself to the point where it's sickening. People know that people cannot get access to me like that. They know that. That's why they had to put conflict spells between me and all my friends for them to turn on me to get information. I had people stealing from me. I had people lying on me. I had people doing smear campaigns against me. The girl that started all this, the one that I told her I didn't want to be her friend, she lied and said, yeah, if it wasn't for me, she wouldn't have all those ideas. Before I even knew her, 2 to 3 years before I even knew her, I was already doing this work. Ask her where she is now. She can't even get a job in the community. She's in a lawsuit with she's in a court case with her former employer. She can't get a job anywhere. She brings her grown ass husband to work. I think he has like a mental thing. They've been trying to gaslight me, trying to make it seem like, oh, I don't know what I'm talking about. Like, oh, no, this shit is all fucking real. It's all fucking real, and it's all happening now. So who tried to kidnap me from my apartment then? And then on top of that, my younger sister, who's a copycat, she's also a Sagittarius. The funny thing is, my sister looks dead on angelic. I'm gonna post her picture. You guys are gonna be like, what the fuck? My sister, she's a copycat. She copies everything I fucking do. But my sister's gonna die soon. That's something that oh my god, I saw it. I was just crying. Like I don't know why I kept on seeing it for years and years and years, and then then I see why magic. My sister copies everything I do. She's younger than me. I cut my hair, she cuts her hair. I went vegan, vegetarian, she did the same thing. I start working out, she does the same thing. I read tarot now, she wants to do everything, everything. So her and my mom went and got my birth chart ran and found out that I was gonna go into union and then I was gonna be successful and things like that. Um, they paid people back home in Nigeria to do magic on me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My mom, my own mother was trying to pay to have me killed, like make me ill, so that everyone could be like, "Oh, you poor woman, look at your daughter is sick now." That's what she was trying. That's how my mom's a Pisces. You know how they can get when it comes to victim mentality and pity. Yeah, and I'm not saying just because and it's not about stop showing people what I do. They're gonna copy regardless. That's not a way to live. You can't live your life in fear. Politicians, yes. When this shit's about it's about to come out in the news, you're about to see the whole of fucking San Francisco tumble tower. You're about to see the whole of San Francisco and Oakland tower. I'm telling you now. Higher level forces have been engaged. So my sister and my mom, they were paying people in Nigeria to do black magic on me, all kinds of stuff. Because my mom, she's always spoken ill prophecies. You're gonna be in a mental hospital, you're this, you're that. My mom's mentally ill. She's an alcoholic too. Because I turned out different than what everyone thought I was going to be. I have my own business. I'm successful. I do things well for myself and I don't get into trouble. She's been trying to throw things at me to prove a point. Like, oh, see, I told you. See, I told you. See, I told you. Because that's the type of person that my mother is. Yes. And I truly believe that the magic that they did, my mother and my sister, is the reason why I attracted all those people to me. All those people to me. All of them. My mother has tried to been killing me since I was a kid. There was even a time where I was in the fourth grade and I got hospitalized. Yeah, they hospitalized me because I almost had kidney failure and liver failure because my mom kept on giving me these fucking pills, telling me that oh it's gonna make me act better. There was nothing wrong with me. I was just the only black kid in I was like one of the only there. I grew up in Hayward, California, so it's a lot of black and brown people, but I grew up in a very racist school system. All the teachers were white, and it was a whole bunch of black and brown kids. And I was tall too, so they would always pick on me and bully me and all kinds of things. I always grew up like a loner by myself. And now I see where this is all coming from. And my mother just recently went back to Nigeria again, paying for more magic, and I found out that she's sick. Now she's sick. My sister too, mental illness. Always talking about suicide and all that because the magic is backfiring. And they've been putting all types of magic to try to make me attracted to certain people. Like, and I know when it's being done because I was like, this is so not like me. And that's my sister, and she thinks that she's just gonna get away with it. Like, oh yeah, like they find some type of sick, fucked up belief or idea to believe in to say, oh wow, okay, well, this is how I could justify karma for this. I can justify my negative acts with this. And both of my mom's a Pisces rising and my sister's a Pisces moon. They're both Sagittarians. And I'm not saying that if you're a Sagittarius, you're bad, but that's my sixth house, public enemies. And then my 12th house is Gemini, secret enemies. And they both have all of the people that are involved, all the 15 to 20 people that are involved in that death ritual, then the karmic and that masculine, and then all these politicians, all Sagittarius, Aquarius, or Gemini mixed. Yeah. Yeah. This is what they do. And that's why, like, even with like starting my channel, this is why I delayed, and I procrastinated because I was just like, I don't know, man. Like, with all the shit that's going on right now, like, I feel like this is something else completely. Like, yeah, there's spiritual persecution, but I really feel like there's another fucking force out here. Like, really, because I remember the day, like, when I was young, I remember this day very clearly when I realized that my mother was my enemy. I was like 4 years old. I remember because, like, just like the way that I was just like, why is my mother doing this to me? Why is she acting like this? I remember I was 4 fucking years old and I have a memory of an elephant. That's one of the things. I remember shit. I remember shit. I remember shit. And then you have people telling you, oh, don't ignore them. Don't feed the energy. It's not about feeding the energy because the bitch that I ignored, the one that was doing the death ritual, I didn't even know that they were doing it until recently. I ignored them. It didn't stop them. It doesn't stop them. That's why they went to go get 15 to 20 people for a fucking ritual. And it didn't work. And then the bitch that called on the ritual when I was when my third eye, my crown opened back up because they put hella magic to close my center. When my crown chakra opened back up, I saw what she wanted to do. She wanted to take the glow of my skin. She wanted to exchange her obesity for my body because that's something that she could never overcome, consumption. And I beat that. And they're all going to fucking jail now. The DA is about to lose his position. The FBI, like I said, the FBI is already investigating, and they've been trying to keep this quiet because the FBI is here, you see? But little did they know, I said this had to be perfect because now all of them are going to be being removed from their positions. All of them. Yes. People really think that this is a joke. Since you were born, people have been trying to kill you. That shit is fucking real. Like, because my stepmom, I feel like this shit started with her, man. This shit is getting deep. My stepmother is a very wicked, wicked, horrible woman. And if my siblings from her side are listening, I don't give a fuck. Your mother is wicked. When I used to live there with my father, I told you guys I went to high school in Nigeria. My dad lives there. Um, my stepmother, she put magic on my mom when she was still pregnant to get me aborted because in Nigeria you can have multiple wives. So my stepmom was the first wife, and then my mom, out of all my dad's daughters, I'm the only dark one. I'm the only dark-skinned child. And then they're all jealous of me because I'm still pretty and I'm darker skinned. And they take so much pride in skin bleaching and being light skinned and all that shit. That's why when I saw that shit that was going on, I was like, bitch, there's nothing you're gonna tell me about spirituality, skin bleaching. My dad's wife put magic on my mother. It didn't kill me. It just made people want to kill me all my life. That's why, from a child, bullying. If you see some of the way that my teachers would treat me, like no child should have ever been treated like that, ever. And they're over here trying to dehumanize me and make it seem like I'm the problem and all that. No, you're not the problem. You are being fucking attacked. And then you attract narcissistic people who try to gaslight you and make it seem like you're the problem. And that's another thing. I kept on attracting those same type of people. What they did to Jesus. I be thinking about that like, wow, this is setting me up for an amazing testimony because I know for a fact, with all that I've been through, escaping that gang rape, surviving that car accident, surviving that death ritual that they put on my liver and all that other shit, surviving all this stuff, I know for a fact that God did not bring me this far just to drop me here in a group full of politicians and DAs and lawyers for them to try to plot some stupid shit on me. I know, hell nah, hell nah. Hell nah. I know for a fucking fact God did not bring me this far. They're using me. I feel like they're using me as a way to bring past life and present life karma. Because even some of these karmics that did that ritual, there's past life energy. Yes. From back before the slavery, when we were all back in Africa. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. There's present life karma for some of these people that are going to get removed from their position of power because they're not doing proper. Yes. That's why I said I know God did not bring me this far to survive a ritual that killed 2 people. To survive that kidnapping, that gang rape, all of that. God didn't bring me this far to leave me. No, absolutely not. No. And that's why I'm so bullish and hard-headed with my approach, because a lot of people don't know what I've been going through and what I've dealt with. That's why when these bitches talk about, oh, she thinks she's uppity, she does too much, bitch, I feel any type of way about myself because I survived some real shit that I didn't put myself through. See, that's the difference. I didn't put myself through that fuckery. Bitch brought it to my door and I defeated it. Some of y'all be putting yourselves through fuckery and then want to be like, I earned my stripes. You did that to yourself though. You didn't have to do that. And with all the love and the help that I still gave these people, I've been so forgiving. So forgiving. So forgiving. It's done. Now I see what this is about. Now I see what this Queen of Swords in full effect. In full effect. If you uppity, then so be it. Exactly. Exactly. And then you got these gang of YouTube readers on top of what I'm already dealing with, putting magic on me. They're trying to use me for a blood ritual, y'all. That's what they do. They step into your energy field. They try to step into your solar plexus so that whenever you have any type of images or visions of you being happy or joyous, it's actually you see them instead. Because I was like, okay, because and that's why another thing too with this all this stuff that's going on, uh, all this stuff that's going on when it started 3 years ago, it helped me understand everything that's going on now with all of them. That's why it was easy for me to like, okay, this is a karmic. This is a whole gang of karmics and what they're doing. They step into your energy field. They try to take your blood. They try to take your destiny. They try to take your lineage and your spiritual wealth. Yes, that's what these karmics are doing. That's why I've been going so fucking hard on them on YouTube because bitch, hell nah, you're not gonna be sitting up here talking about love and light and healing people and all this other stuff, and you're doing the lowest level demonic shit in the background. Hell nah. Hell nah. And all these karmics that are tampering with my blood, even the group of the 15 to 20 rituals that have been 15 of the group of 15 to 20 ritualists that have been doing this, hell of them have been getting sick, car accidents, poverty, houses burning down. The fucking works. The fucking works. So yes, like I'm crying. Yes, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna feel some type of way because I'm a human fucking being and I'm being treated like a slave, like an animal. Are you crazy? With all of the love and support that I give out so freely? No, absolutely not. And another reason why I cry is because you guys, honestly, like, there's a lyric, I ain't no killer, but don't push me. Don't fucking push me. Don't fucking push me. I've been tested beyond limits. And not once, not once have I picked up any graveyard dust. Not once have I picked up any hot foot oil. Not once have I picked up any type of negative work to do on them. Not fucking once. And I'm like, God is really showing me something here because with all that they've been doing to me, and I've been so patient, so quiet, just focusing on my work and bringing more tools and healing. Gosh, it's like, no, you are a bad bitch. No, you're a bad bitch. Come on. That Drake has a lyric and it says, after there's no one that's a threat to me. There's no one that's a threat to me. I don't give a fuck. If that's why even when I was going through all of that, I was like, you know what? Even if I die, I know that I went out like a real G. Like I know for a fact that I went out for the right fucking purpose. For calling justice for those girls that were kidnapped, for the two community leaders, and for all the other individuals that have been harmed by all the people involved. Because trust, they've been doing this for years in different capacities. Oh yes. We are meant to do the loving and not be loved back. That's hard. That's hard. Because I'm a Libra moon. And I deserve to be loved. I deserve the same love that I give other people. And the funny thing is, the bitch that started this, I made her wedding dress, y'all. Yeah, I made her wedding dress. I try to help her with her health. When they didn't have transportation, I would drive them all over the place. In the mind you, the car that they put a car accident on, it was a brand new car that I almost finished paying off. Brand new off the lot. Yes. And this is what they were doing in the background. Angelic and them. I told you guys that I wanted to gift her. I was gonna give her thousands of dollars for my settlement. Wow. I was gonna introduce her to some people that can get her channel like really, really, really out there. And this is what they're doing in the background. Now I've learned my lesson completely. I've learned my lesson. I learned my lesson. Yes, I'm a designer too. I do like graphics and stuff like that. But also like if you want to build out a website, I built out my software by hand, drawing it out. And the whole time I never blamed God. I was humble. Because I was like, okay, I didn't know it was magic. I was like, something's gonna come up for me eventually. Like I'm gonna have a breakthrough soon. I was humble. Even when I only had like $2 to $3 to my name and I would go and buy tomatoes and bell pepper and a bag of rice so I can eat for the week, I was humble. I was humble. I was walking and taking the bus. I was humble. I was fucking humble. I love it actually. I actually love taking the bus and I love walking and I love riding my bike. I was humble the whole time. They were telling all kinds of lies about me, horrible shit. I was humble the whole time. God is going to have the last say in this because I know for a fact I know for a fact that it's very soon, someone's gonna perish, someone's going to jail. It's gonna be a whole bunch of shit going on. So, anyways, y'all, I just wanted to come and talk about what's going on. That was really good. And it's not, I wasn't trying to dump or be traumatic, but real talk, like a large part of my healing is being vulnerable. And that's another reason why they couldn't stand me, because I went through trauma, but I was able to heal myself. I healed myself. I didn't let what I went through taint me and make me bitter and miserable like they did. I survived obesity and getting over that, and losing the weight and dealing with emotional eating. I survived gaslighting and gang stalking from some of the most powerful people in the Bay Area. I survived that. I survived the gang rape. I survived the accident. I survived the kidnapping and still live to tell the story. No, it doesn't stop here. We are going to continue. And you all here who are watching, that's why I'm here for y'all, to show y'all. Someone emailed me and said, you could tell that you've been through it, but you still have yourself after dealing with narcissists. Yes. No one's gonna tell me shit about shit. Like, that's why all these bitches that run around talking, they're not about to. You can't tell me nothing about myself, bitch. I done been through fucking hell and hot water and back, and still retain my divinity. And guess what? Because of that, I got my Grim Reaper privileges this year. Yes. Yes. I got my Grim Reaper fucking privileges this year. So, anyways, y'all, for those of you who are still waiting on your, there's just a couple people who are waiting on their readings. You're about to get that very soon from me. And then there's just like two people who needed to reschedule for their spellbreaker sessions. Just go ahead and do that. But I have a couple channelings that I have out for y'all, and I'm working on getting the virtual book club started. So this is what happens. There's some books that I'm gonna be able to put out completely open for free for y'all. But there's other books that I can't because of copyright, and I can get like arrested and put in jail for like putting their book out for free. So I'll only be able to do like a chapter or something like that, and then you guys may have to buy the book, or if I can find it for free for y'all, I'll put it up. But if not, then you might have to buy it on Amazon or something like that. But you guys get crafty with each other and learn how to share and ebooks and screenshots and stuff like that. Okay. So that's what I'm working on for you. And I got 3 different decks coming out. I cannot wait. And during this whole thing with the quarantine, you know what I've been doing? I've been building. I've been writing like crazy. I have 3 books coming out for y'all, making decks and just channeling all of my experience into the spiritual warfare deck, the ancestral healing deck, and the karmic astrology deck. Yes, no one's gonna stop shit over here. For my organization, Resilient Wellness, we're about to launch our tech platform. We have so much stuff coming out. Nothing's gonna stop me. No, not at all. Thank you all so much. Have a good day. Okay.